Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Alongside David Collin and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, Coach DeBoer told me pregame, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Burrowing for yardage. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run.
There he goes at the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Trying to bull his way in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They'll have to deal with one of the top cover corners in the country in Xavier Brown. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Keelan Russell on the move. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Russell. Back's got it on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. And they complete the pass, but they lose yardage, and this defense comes up with a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Sends it back in motion. Give to the back. Driven back.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Hill. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Handoff for Baxter. Breaks the tackle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Rush is on. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Fights off a defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Hill. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. Down he goes. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would...
Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also...
Snags it, and there's running room. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. 1 big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on 1st. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback. Get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Ferguson. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught, it's Ferguson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Drops back on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Alabama head coach. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauer. He's dropped.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline. Their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the tackle.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Taken down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Russell. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown Tide.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Hill. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Just feeds the running back. They put the brakes on him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Still looking. Hard running there. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Makes the grab on the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll throw on third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Now facing third and short from their own 17. Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's Ford. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right side, it's Jenkins. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Pulls it on the option. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. pushes ahead. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. Breaks into the open. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.